Hi guys, my soul family, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you guys here. So today's pick a card reading is going to be an inspiration that I got from another tarot reader, a beautiful tarot reader at that. Her name is the Oracle of Lilith on YouTube. You can check out her video and her channel in the description box below. Her reading really inspired me to do this for you guys as well, and so the topic of this reading is what makes you so powerful. Okay, so the options are in front of you. Pile 1 is on the left side, pile 1 is in between, pile 3 is on the right side. Take a look. You can choose multiple options, you can choose one option or two options. The ball is totally in your court, my loves. Alright, so I'll see you in your reading. So pile 1, for those of you who chose the 2 of cups, the first pile, let's see what makes you so powerful. Okay, we have 5 of swords, we have knight of cups, we have page of cups, we have 4 of pentacles, we have 7, oh that's chariot. All right, we have 6 of swords, and we have the Queen of Wands. Okay, so I'll keep the Queen of Wands beneath the deck. Actually no, it's not required. Okay, right. One, what am I picking up for you in terms of your power? Okay, the first thing I was getting for you is that you are someone who is extremely loving. Okay, you have a heart of gold. You are someone who can really be a giver, can be extremely empathetic, right? So whenever someone is trying to get close to you or wanting to have a relationship with you, you have a heart of gold, and you've had a heart of gold in the past where you have given your 100% in love, your 100% in relationships. And the more you did that, pile 1, it's like the more you started discovering that whoever you were giving to became greedy for your energy. Okay, became either very possessive, became very greedy, became extremely territorial about your energy, as if either they would get possessive, jealous, you know, their jealous streaks would come out in relationships with you, or very possessive streaks. And it's like you've had to learn those lessons by kissing so many frogs, right? In your life, where you have realized that people tend to grab onto you and they do not want to let you go. It's like they want to control you, they want to possess you, they want to dominate you, you know, in your life. And this has sometimes initially maybe has, you know, given you that sense of like, no, this person loves me, which is why they are doing this. Initially you might have thought of it like that, but slowly but steadily it's like you realize that these people are nothing but leeches. You know, they're just trying to be in a relationship with you so they can control either your finances, your decision making, your way of being independent, your way of, you know, going about things. They do not want you to make your own decisions. They want to constantly critique you or control you or make you feel defeated with, you know, wearing a mask in front of you and having hidden motives towards you, right? So I feel like you've realized that you've had to move on from these people in life, and you've had to shut your heart down. You have had to control yourself. There could have been a certain relationship, a particular relationship that is coming to mind when I see your spread, and this relationship, you know, really made you feel as if you were not allowed to be yourself. You had to walk on eggshells around this person. This person was constantly wanting to dictate what you were doing in life or how you were living your life. And this made you feel extremely defeated. It's like, you know, she's painting these flowers red even though these flowers are like paper flowers, or, you know, there's something very superficial and fake about that relationship that you realized. And you thought to yourself that, you know, you had a heart of gold. You gave your all, but this person had hidden motives of trying to control you. And that is something that you slowly realize, that, you know, you got yourself out of that delusion. And you realize that you are meant to be in motion in your life. You're meant to be someone who still has a heart intact, yet knows how to detach yourself when push comes to shove. Okay, so you are someone who can instantly detach from your own empathy at times in order to protect yourself. And this is what makes you powerful, pile 1, is that if you see that someone is trying to be greedy about your energy, someone is trying to play games with you, trying to kind of have this mental battle with you in order to win your heart, in order to control your life, you see it from a mile away now. You are very inventive also in terms of understanding how people can come up with different kind of strategies to emotionally manipulate you. That's something I'm picking up. And the more you have gone through those lessons, the more you have realized that there's been a lot of jealousy regarding how you look, how you appear to people, and at times them wanting to control you because of your attractiveness, because of the seduction I'm hearing that you exude from your aura itself. Like, you have a very seductive aura, pile 1. You have a very empathic side to you, which is like, filled with love, empathy, compassion, kindness towards your lovers, towards people around you. But you know how to be inventive in terms of slipping out or getting away or doing whatever it is that you want with a detached and an independent mindset. And that is your superpower. This is what makes you extremely powerful, because now you're realizing how to use this power wisely, how to not hurt people in the process, but also have that strong discernment of when to move on from people when they are trying to pretend to be one way, whereas they are actually having a whole different motive behind the scenes. You've been through a lot, pile 1, okay? You've been through a lot, especially in your love life and in your relationships. And your empathy was taken for granted. Your love was, seen as something that is easily available. So, it can be thrown aside, it can be tossed around, it can be, dealt with however these people wanted to deal with your heart. And the more and more those things happened in your life, the more and more you realized how greedy these people were, how manipulative these people were in order to keep you stuck, in order to stop you from your transformation. And when you realize that, pile 1, like, what a gorgeous growth here I'm seeing for you guys, because the moment you realize that, I see you turning your life around. Like, I see you becoming the boss, within that video game. When we play video games and we reach that level where we have to defeat the boss, it's like you became that boss. You became that undefeated boss that cannot be defeated anymore in relationships because of your heart, because of your love and your caring and your emotional way of relating with people, right? So you are very, very powerful in terms of also attracting people in relationships, right? With your good looks, with your empathy, with your kindness, yet with a subtle detachment where people cannot really know the true you. There's something about you keeping people at an arm's length. Even though they feel that they know you, they have to dig really deep to really get to know the real you, is what I'm picking up, right? Because we see the detachment here. Some of you could be witches yourself. You could be into some kind of potion making, lotion making, or you could be a model yourself. You could be someone who really looks beautiful, gorgeous, and there's something that you keep reinventing also about your look. So you're fearless in terms of how you approach the transformations and how you want to look. Maybe you look mermaid-like one day, then you look completely sporty the other day. Your aesthetic keeps changing, is what I'm hearing, and that's also something that's very powerful because it adds to your allure, it adds to your seduction, right? The way that you can detach from situations when situations get tough, when you don't know what to do, and maybe people around you don't know what to do, and you sometimes, having that heart of gold, have had a lot of struggle with people-pleasing tendencies in the past, where you were constantly there for people, you were constantly available. And now you have learned the art of detachment. You have learned the art of separating yourself from the person or people that are causing these issues to happen in the first place, right? Or people who are the cause of their own problems, and then they come to you for controlling your life, controlling the kind of solutions that you bring to them by keeping you in their lives, and things like that. You are realizing these games now. You are seeing these things from a mile away. You can easily spot a person in a mask very, very easily, and you can transform yourself instantly. Like, you can become independent, you can move forward, and move on in life without holding on to extreme emotions that used to at times topple you in the past. It used to take you away from your balance, from your center, from your core. And now I see you moving on pretty easily. I see you detaching. I see you reinventing yourself. And I see you not accepting defeat in your life. I see you getting back up no matter what happens, no matter how greedy people have been in your life to be able to take from you, steal from you, and have relationships with you in order to take from you. You are realizing these people from a mile away, and you are on your way out of there. I'm hearing, like, you do not want to hear one sentence from these people who are trying to latch onto you for dear life in order to, consume you. You don't want to be consumed anymore. You're done. You have gone through those cycles where you were so consumed and you were so I'm hearing you were so soaked in to their problems that you never realized how many problems you had started developing, how many issues you were not resolving within your life, and the direction you needed to take in your life, right? So there's this beautiful combination of you having detachment yet having a heart of gold, where you are now trying to balance it out. You're trying to balance this energy of giving yet not giving overly to the point where you are not receiving anything, right? You know that balance where if you're receiving something, that's when you can also give more. Otherwise, there's no point. So yeah, there's a complete reinvention of your energy happening. Some of you could also travel for work, and that also makes you seem very powerful towards people as well. And it makes you powerful because, again, you are in motion. You can go wherever you want, do whatever you want, and nobody can stop you from making your own independent decisions. Nobody can, guilt trip you into keeping you in a certain position stuck because you have not solved their problem, because you have not been there for them. There have been people who have guilt tripped you a lot in your past, and I see you getting over that. I see you detaching from that. I see you also detaching from any kind of greed that you personally had developed due to being with these people, right? And these people are shocked. Like, people who thought you would never leave their side are shocked at your transformation, because that is how powerful you are. And people should not have tried you, I'm hearing. These people should not have tried you, pile one. But they did. They did. And now they have unleashed your wrath. They have unleashed that side of you which was at times very innocent, very pure-hearted, and didn't want anything else but love. But there was a wound within you as well, pile one, which needed some healing, where you overgave in order to be loved by someone, in order to be cared for by someone. There was a lack of love maybe in your childhood when you were growing up. There could have been a lack of that parental love, that warmth that you really deserved or you wanted in life, and you did not receive that. So in relationships, that came out by you overgiving to your partners or being there extremely efficiently, right, from your end, to the point where it's like you gave your 100% without receiving much in return. All you received was superficiality and greed and guilt trips, for whatever it is that you wanted to do, right? So this is what exactly makes you powerful. This is your superpower, is being able to reinvent yourself, being able to detach yourself from any kind of low vibrational energies that are, keeping you stagnant and not letting you move forward in life. Have that courage to, take the lead in your life, and be independent in your life. You are learning to, release those shackles and be that independent self who can take care of yourself, who can make decisions in your life without needing the validation of others. in order to be successful, in order to have abundance in life, in order to have a healthy relationship in life. Those decisions are totally up to you now. It's not up to your friend who you know, wanted to go back to all the time, and this friend was jealous, you know, deep inside, but they did not reveal it openly, or, you know, a relative that was secretly jealous but, you know, came up to you with asking you for solutions, for ideas, because these people knew that you had it in you. And it's like they did not want you to realize that, though, because if you realize that, you would not be there for them anymore. You wouldn't be a source or a supply for them anymore, right? So you have taken away that supply. You have detached that supply from energy vampires, narcissists, manipulators who have tried to be greedy towards your energy. Now you are greedy towards your energy. Now you want to improve yourself, and that's what you are greedy for. You know, you're positively greedy about your life. You're adding healthy habits in your life. You are doing things to reinvent yourself, to feel more beautiful. Say positive affirmations to your life. Speak life into your journey, into your body, into your skin, into, you know, how you feel about yourself. And that is completely transforming you from the inside out, right? Wow. Pile 1, what a powerhouse have I read for. Oh my goodness. So let's get an advice for pile 1 pertaining to this spread. Pile 1, what is the advice, Spirit, for pile 1? I'm going to use advice from my self-curated oracle deck. Spirit, what is the advice for pile 1 pertaining to this spread? What is the advice? Wow, look at that, pile 1. Your power is in rebellion. That's what I'm hearing. Time to rebel against the parents or old values, culture that keeps you a baby caught in your conditioning of not finding yourself. What have I been speaking about this whole time? Pile 1. If you look for marriage in this state of immaturity, you will never have the opportunity to install the authority of your parents inside yourself and be a whole individual. Yes, this is about that conditioning. You have the power to rebel against the conditioning of your ancestors, of your parents, that was keeping your bloodline stuck in a pattern and a loop of overgiving without getting anything in return, and in turn worrying about it, complaining about it, but not able to do anything about it, feeling paralyzed about it. You are breaking out of that cycle, pile 1. It's just clear as day to me. You are a rebel in your family, and you should accept that about yourself. This is your power, the power of rebellion, the power of going against your old values and culture that is actually keeping you like a tiny baby, you know, feeling sad for yourself, feeling sorry for yourself, for your past, for, you know, how people have treated you, etc., etc. You are actually seeing where you were at fault for, you know, giving them that opportunity to do that to you. And once you see that, it's like you shatter the illusions that you were stuck in, right? And that is your power. Your power is also somewhere to be able to then, through this rebellion and through this upgrade in your energy, help others finding themselves. But first, you need to find yourself with this energy by knowing how to not sacrifice your heart because you want to be detached, right? How do you keep the balance where you don't completely shut down your heart? That is something that you will be able to work on in this particular spread that I'm seeing, right? So, wow, pile 1, this is beautiful, my loves. Some of you definitely have a lot of sexual power. Please use it wisely, pile 1, okay? Because I see that when people are with you, they do not want to let you go. It's just impossible for them to see you leaving their life, okay? So you need to be very careful of who you involve yourself with on an intimate level, because it makes them want to latch on to you and become greedy for your energy. Okay, this is going to be a theme for your life because you are that powerful. Okay, you're very potent in your sexual energy and in your, you know, seduction powers, as well as in your reinventiveness. Okay, sometimes because of you being reinventive, people can also trap you with that. by giving you chances to reinvent, so you keep being stuck with them. So that is something you also need to look out for in red flags, right? So some of you could be Cancer, you could be Virgo, Taurus, you could be Libra, okay, you could be Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, my loves. All right, so this is what I have for you, pile 1. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you would like a personal reading, check out the description box below. All my links are given there. All right, you can also donate to my channel, and the PayPal information is in the description, along with my Amazon wish list. So if you would like to donate a tarot deck or an oracle deck to my channel, my Amazon wish list is also given beneath. All right, my loves, so thank you so much, pile 1, and I hope you enjoyed this reading. Let me know in the comments, and peace. So pile 2, for those of you who chose the 9 of Pentacles, let's see what's coming up in terms of what makes you powerful. All right, pile 2. So we have the Magician. Ooh, beautiful, my loves. We have the King of Cups. Wow. Okay, then we have Ace of Pentacles. We have 8 of Cups. We have Page of Wands. We have Ace of Swords. And we have the High Priestess. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Right, pile 2. What a powerful pile right here. So what truly makes you powerful, pile 2, is that you are someone who is very, very curious about life. Okay, you're someone who is very, very curious. You like to go deep into your studies. You like to study maybe in the dark, like you're very, very curious about subjects of maybe the mysteries or whatever subject you choose. Okay, you're very skillful in terms of analyzing what subject you want to study, and when you study it, you go deep with your rationalization, with your ability to kind of dissect what you're learning and be able to pick up certain things from that book, from that video you watched, from that content you consumed, whatever it may be. It's like you pick out the gems from those things, right? So even in your life, pile 2, it's like you pick out the most benefits out of a painful situation. Or it's like, I do see you guys being someone who's very, very independent, very self-sufficient, but you did not reach here with a very, you did not reach this position in life with an easy journey, towards this. There has been some, strong ups and downs in terms of you learning that you've had to walk away from certain people, places, things that were no longer serving you. It was not really making you emotionally fulfilled. There was something else that was calling out to you. So you decided to go out on a journey, right? You decided to go on this quest for life, on this thirst for really learning what truly fulfills you as a person, what fulfills your soul. And when you started doing that, it's like you started, picking out certain gems from a particular subject that you were getting into, and whatever venture idea that you got from that is something that also fascinated you. It's something that made you feel as if this is something that's going to be big in my life. And Spirit is saying, yes, whatever ideas you get, these nuggets of golden wisdom that you find within others' works or others' books or content that you watch, or the kind of research that you do. Some of you could be extremely powerful researchers, I'm hearing. So whatever content you find based on your research is fascinating, right? Like it fascinates you, so you know that it's going to fascinate others, or how you apply it to your own life and then share it with others or help others with what you find is also going to help them and fascinate them and cheer them up, just like you feel cheered. And it's like, no matter what happens, pile 2, you can take that risk on yourself. You can decide that, okay, this is a time when I'm not really feeling emotionally fulfilled. I want something else. I want something deeper. I want something that fulfills me emotionally and that allows me to express my creativity in intelligence through the kind of content that I want to provide to the world, through the kind of work that I do in this world, right? So it's like you have this ability to walk away from any kind of situation that is not serving you, move on to a bright new venture only through your curiosity and your fascination and your determination to learn something new, right? And through your intellect, being able to dissect the information that you research about, be fascinated about it, and you able to create abundance from that, like create abundance out of that sheer curiosity. That is what I'm hearing. You are so intelligent, pile 2. You're extremely intelligent, but not just rational intelligence I'm hearing, or logical intelligence. I'm hearing emotional intelligence. There's this strong emotional intelligence within you which allows your work, which allows your abundance to come through with a lot of support of others as well. Like others want to support your cause. Others are fascinated by you. They're fascinated by the kind of skills you possess, the kind of content you consume, the kind of curiosity you have towards weird, fascinating, out of the world, like out of the ordinary kind of topics that you are fascinated with, you know. And that makes people very, very fascinated with you particularly, okay? Now, there's not only this skill to be able to learn and dissect intellectual information and research them and be able to enhance yourself and others' lives with that. There's also this power to have this wisdom no matter where you go, no matter which relationship you're in, no matter which career you're in. It's like you are able to trust your intuition as well, right? Because again, we are talking about emotional intelligence. So with that emotional intelligence comes this calmness within your energy, where you know that you have the faith in order to move ahead in life, but you also know that you have the intelligence to solve problems that are logical or rational in nature, where it requires intense critical studies or intense research based on the, you know, based on certain facts and data that you accumulate. And, you know, merging those two and creating abundance from there is a superpower in itself. Like, not many people can be that intelligent when they are dissecting information and, you know, highlighting certain points that are actually essential and meaningful, and then be creative and emotionally intelligent about that finding and that research, and then be able to present it publicly. That is fascinating, pile 2. Let me know who you guys are in the comments down below. This is fascinating to me, okay? Some of you are extremely creative in terms of how you build your money. Maybe some of you help people with money, help people with how to, you know, balance their finances. Some of you are helping people in being able to get rid of, you know, people, places and things that are keeping them from being on this fascinating journey on this planet, right? Some people at times hold on to us. They want to cling to us because we provide them that nourishment, that support. Having so much emotional intelligence is a resource in itself that people want to grab onto. But you have learned how to harness that in order to get money for you, in order to make money out of, you know, thin air, just based on your own critical thinking as well as your emotional intelligence. And that makes you extremely powerful. Like, your intelligence is sharp, but the way you can emotionally support others with the kind of information you provide that can intellectually fascinate them, it's like, I don't know, you are a complete being in itself. It's like you're whole. There's nothing that can be I'm hearing there's nothing that can be perfected than this, more perfected than this. I don't know if that's even a word, but there's no more improvement to how you have discovered this strategy for yourself. Now, of course, there is more evolution, there's more wisdom to learn through this process, where if you apply this in your relationships, There are different kinds of people that you will be dealt with in life, where either people want to cling on to you, or people are maybe at times being extremely detached to see how you behave in that. So it's an experiment. Life is itself an experiment, but I feel like you are the person who will love to learn about yourself. You love to learn about others. You are very highly non-judgmental. In fact, you are very observant. You love to observe people. You love to gain wisdom from people who don't even think they have it within themselves to give you anything, but you get this brilliant idea just by seeing maybe a beggar on the road, or like, that's what I'm hearing. Your mind is very, very alert to what is happening around you, and you're fascinated by things very easily, right? And it keeps sparking ideas within you, like new ideas, to be able to create new things, to be able to build new things. Your intellect is very, very sharp, and it's very supernatural, I'm hearing. Like, it's not of this world, I'm hearing. The kind of intelligence you have is very otherworldly. It's very different. And sometimes you could have at times felt that, will you be successful in what you're doing? You could have doubted yourself. You could have at times not been easily satisfied with yourself, because you're constantly hungry for more. You're constantly fascinated and wanting to dive deeper into something new. And when you achieve one success, it's like you're constantly on to the next. What is the next idea? What's the next goal that I have in my mind? Let's buy this property. Let's expand here. Let's buy that land and see how we can have a permaculture there and, improve the state of that land. For example, just giving you examples here. Let's write a book on this particular issue. Let's share resources that I've learned from that has helped me be fascinated with the world again. Right? You're not a know-it-all. I'm not hearing that. You're not a know-it-all, but you're ready and available with magical techniques to be fascinated, to have people fascinated with you. You have those inner skills to be able to show your creativity, your talent, to be center stage, to be a public speaker, to be someone who's confident, but you're also someone who retreats. You go back into your shell. You reflect on what it is that you have researched about. You reflect on how far you have come, and you again start building on another idea, another thing that you want to be successful in. And this is your power, my loves. Like, oh my god, this is a whole new level of power that I'm hearing. Okay, this is what makes you powerful, is no matter what happens in your life, pile 2, it's like you will be able to jumpstart from scratch. If something is taken down, if there's some opposition to your knowledge, if people are threatened by your existence, you will be able to start fresh and start brand new. Okay, just through the power of your mind and your heart. Okay, because your heart is a huge heart of gold. You love helping people, you love being there for people, you love fascinating people with the kind of information you know of. You love having very direct, honest conversations with people, and people trust you. That is your superpower. People trust you. People trust in the ventures that you are starting. People trust in the words you share with people, or the research you share with people, or the kind of depth that you have gone to. People want to be there around you while you are reciting. You see all these skulls here, like even dead spirits are so fond of you, like I'm hearing. They love your energy. Okay, people love your energy, and this is what makes you powerful. Your never-ending quest to be fascinated by the world, not be bored by anything, but constantly on to the next goal in order to achieve rewards, not only for yourself, by the way, but for people, for others. It's like you are a very, very helpful soul, yet you know how to protect yourself and how to protect people who you love. And you provide others brilliant ideas that you come up with, brilliant solutions that you come up with that help them as well. Wow, this is a lot of inner wisdom. This has taken you a lot of lifetimes to master, but this lifetime, it's like you've mastered this. You are in your complete, total power of, like magical powers, I'm hearing, literally magical powers that don't need announcement, I'm hearing, that don't need promotion or announcement, I'm hearing. Like, it's just very self-evident, right? So some of you could be Virgo, Pisces, you could be Gemini, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus. Pisces is very strong here. Okay. So what is the advice for pile? What is the advice for pile 2, Spirit? This is my self-curated oracle deck that I'll be pulling some advice from for you. Okay. Spirit, what is the advice for pile 2 pertaining to the spread? Be careful of nostalgia trap. Interesting. Yeah. See, you have a lot of enemies because of this also. You are extremely powerful, I told you. So there will be a lot of people who want to trap you, who want to keep you in that, from going on that quest alone by yourself, wanting to discover what emotionally fulfills you, what really triggers you into wanting to support and help people and be there for people. You know, you want to learn that by yourself. But there are people who are extremely jealous of that ability, jealous of your skills, jealous of your abilities to research, you know, constantly coming up with ideas in order to keep you trapped, or because it's like you are this, I'm hearing this treasure chest of knowledge and information and love that people do not want to either lose out on, or people want to kind of tear down, you know, because some people have not been able to be as bold as you in following your fascinations, while others are scared to lose you because they are scared they won't find anyone else like you ever. So there's this fine balance that you have to walk, because yeah, that's your power, literally, right? So it says here, pile 2, enemy is trying to make you think about the past by projecting the past onto your current life, so that you start romanticizing the past by thinking your life is in shambles. So you choose the past because you know it's pain. Masculine energy attacking divine feminine to trap her due to her golden and creative power. Interesting. Okay. So now there are two groups of you here. The first thing I'm getting for you is that you have enemies, okay, from your past especially. This could be in your family, in your friendship, in your co-workers, whatever, right? In your business. These people want to keep you trapped in that position where you are not growing as much, where you're not earning as much, you know, whereas you keep getting these new fascinating ideas for yourself. But they want to keep you trapped because they know your value, and they don't want you to value yourself too much, because then they will lose out on you, right? So there are those kind of people who are trying to make you feel trapped, or keep you trapped by giving you maybe certain position, you know, dangling a carrot in front of you so you stay there, or a relationship where you know that you're not emotionally that happy, but this person just, you know, comforts you at times, or you know, comes for you whenever you need them, or whatever it may be. It's like this person or these people are trying to keep you in a position where, look at this girl, you chose this card, right? So it's like there are rewards around her, but she looks unhappy there, right? Wow, that's what it means. So your power, if you do not leave that past behind, your power is trapped with them, beneath them. I'm hearing you are beneath them if you are with them, okay? And they will dangle carrots, grapes, pears, apples, you know, they will tempt you with offers. Past will keep you stuck in that. But if you do not go on this journey to, you know, being fascinated by your own power and learning how to have new growth in your intellect with the kind of research you do and etc., then, you know, the past will keep holding you back. This could be a certain past trauma that also keeps you wondering, like, why am I not achieving enough at times? So there could be that trap from the past that could be holding you back as well. And also these people also want you to think that your life is in shambles, even though you are doing very well and you are even better than them. They want you to think that you're actually in shambles, that you don't, you know, you don't amount to much, or you're just an ordinary person. Yeah, that is what happens when you have too much power, is when people make you believe that you are a nobody or a nothing, or you don't deserve much, right? Yeah, that's what has happened with you or is happening with you. Just had a sip of water, my loves. But yeah, and we have the masculine energy attacking divine feminine, right, to trap her. So this could be vice versa as well. The past feminine energy trapping the masculine, right, divine masculine, into being stuck in a past cycle with her, or the masculine trapping the divine feminine into believing that, you know, that is all she can do, and that without his presence in her life she's nothing or nobody, or she needs to credit her success to him. This could be parents, this could be siblings, this could be friends, take it how it relates. But people will try to trap you with nostalgia, with emotional guilt, you know, guilt tripping. I'm hearing people will guilt trip you, but you will have to be resilient through it all. You will have to be fascinated and go on this venture, because the more you do, the more excited you are in life about new things you learn or research or study or learn a new course or whatever it may be. Something that fascinates you, you need to get on that journey. And for people who are doing that, congratulations. This is a part of your power. This is what makes you super powerful. And it is going to bring a lot of abundance to you, a lot of wisdom, and people are going to be fascinated with what you share with them. I promise you. And there's going to be rewards that are genuinely going to make you smile, rather than, you know, these little carrots that are being dangled on your face right now. If some of you are in that journey right now, where you're stuck there, right? Most of you are, I'm hearing, okay? Because that's the card you chose. So we have to talk about that, okay? So, wow, my loves. I think I have already said the zodiac signs, but this is the reading I have for you. For your power. All right, let me know in the comments down below who you guys are. You guys are my magical pile, okay? Let me tell you. So do comment down below, and if you would like a personal reading, check out the description box below, along with my PayPal information for donation, as well as my Amazon wish list. If you would like to, you know, gift me certain tarot decks, oracle decks, those links are also given below. And I'm also working on my Patreon, so that will be out soon for you guys. All right, so thank you so much, my loves, and peace. Right, so for my pile 3, for those of you who chose this card, the 9 of Wands, let's see what makes you so damn powerful, pile 3. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups, we have the King of Swords, we have the Hermit, we have the 7 of Pentacles, we have 4 of Swords, we have the Transformation. How beautiful is that? And we have the Paranormal Curiosity. Wow. Okay. Right, so pile 3. The first thing I'm noticing in your pile, in terms of what makes you powerful, is if you see this image, my loves. Due to the light, I think you're not able to see it properly, but look at this image. Like, there's everything that's melting around her, everything that's dissolving, everything that's kind of vanishing slowly and steadily, like, you know, it's just melting away, right? And she's just sitting still, okay, with a very sharp look on her face, like, you wanna dare try me? So I'm hearing that no matter what happens, no matter the kind of explosions happening in your life or around your life, you know, at times you feeling, you know, completely as if you are going through it, you're going through the ringer, you know, in your life. You could be feeling at times isolated or feeling insecure about yourself, or you know, things that you have done in the past are falling apart, you know. I feel like you still are able to make progress in your life because you never give up on yourself. That's the first thing I heard when I saw your spread, is that you have this relentless power to not give up on yourself, to be able to see yourself as someone that is going to win no matter what the cost. Okay, and this has happened maybe since your childhood, when at times you have had to feel that, you know, you were about to give up on yourself, give up on your life, give up on, you know, certain aspects within yourself because you did not feel worthy, you did not feel good enough, you felt insecure, you felt like your life was falling apart. But you kind of, you know, recollected parts of yourself back instead of letting them stay fragmented and distorted. You started collecting pieces of yourself. and it's like you're slowly rebuilding. And when you rebuild, it's like you realize that every time you have had your heart open, or every time you have been there for people, people have not respected that. In fact, people have been quite cold towards your love, quite cold towards how much you feel from your heart. You have a very strong feeler inside of you who can feel things very deeply, feel in all of its like facets I'm hearing, right? You have a very empathic heart, but the people in your life have not cherished that about you, okay? And at times things have fallen apart because you were the one who was upholding everything. You were the one who was taking the burden on yourself in order to keep this relationship standing. You were the person who was helping other people build their fortresses, fortunes, whatever it may be, by giving your emotional support, giving them your tender loving and care, right? And the more and more you did that, the more you realize that it's like you were constantly giving up on yourself. You were constantly depleting yourself of the energy that you could have given to yourself. And you realize that that energy needs to come back into yourself, right? And that is what I'm seeing. Like, your superpower is being able to be curious enough to be in very, very tricky situations with people, and to be able to learn their moves, learn how they think, learn how they respond to your emotions, and be able to be extremely logical about it on the inside, so that you're able to understand what your next move should be like in order for you to progress. That is what I'm hearing, Paltri. And that is, it is very powerful. It is very powerful because you have learned to be there for yourself selfishly. Okay, this is like a very selfish energy that I'm picking up from you, but that is your power. It's your power to be able to bring emotions when necessary in order to see whether that person respects it or that person discards it. Because your emotions have been, your genuine emotions have been discarded in the past, I'm hearing, where you have felt like you were wounded completely because of you letting your empathy and your heart out and getting your heart broken severely, right? And it has hurt you to the point where now when you saw that happen to yourself and you were almost about to give up, it was like it was heartbreaking. I am hearing, like, it was devastating when your heart was broken. But you realize that in order to progress in life, you have to be selfish. You have to protect yourself. You have to protect your heart. You have to be logical. So even though you show this space of, having that empathy and, having that heart, which is definitely protected inside of yourself, deep inside yourself, it's locked away somewhere very deep and dark within you. You appear emotional just to logically calculate what the person is about, how they operate, okay, and make calculations about how that is going to benefit you and your progress in the future, right? And somewhere that takes a lot of introspection, because again, you're not easily available anymore. You're not easily giving out your energy to people. You're not easily, being the only pillar in that relationship that is taking care of the whole foundation anymore. You're not doing that. That was like a Neptunian fog, I'm hearing, that you were in at that point where, you did not know that you were taking steps, but the steps were leading to, a complete rock bottom, and you could not see it because you were thinking that you were in this beautiful garden with this person, whatever it may be, right? But yeah, when you got hurt, that's when you woke up. You woke up, period. Like, you woke up, and the moment you woke up, it's like you got curious about even your dark side, I'm hearing, about your dark nature, about your nature to be able to keep things hidden to yourself, not reveal too much. Okay, some of you could have a very darker aesthetic, You could wear darker clothes, darker shades. You could be into vintage, into the Victorian era, or into something to do with the vintage style, basically, the aesthetic, right? But you're someone who can change up on a person completely, okay, when they are taking advantage of that emotional appearance that you're bringing to the table, which is so interesting to me. Like, this makes you extremely powerful, pile 3. So use it wisely, my loves, okay, because you are someone who has gone very deep within herself or himself to know yourself very deeply. You know your heart, you know how deep you can go. You are a very deep person, but you have boundaries intact. If someone is trying to play with you or play around with you or try to, kind of, manipulate you in subtle ways, you see it from a mile away. With the hermit introspection, you are very curious to be able to spot those things in people, very curious, and you're able to see it also. There's a vibe of mystery around you as well. But no matter what, you have decided that no matter where I step in, what I do, which career I go in, which relationship I go in, if I cannot benefit or progress out of this, I want nothing to do with this. And that is the reason why, you are able to evolve and transform yourself on levels that are unimaginable to people. You are able to completely change up. You're able to be one person one day and then completely die to that person and become a whole new person on that next week. That's what I'm picking up. Like, you can completely transform yourself because now it's like you have either learned how to shapeshift, okay, or you have learned how to protect your heart through shapeshifting. I'm hearing, yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Very interesting, very, very interesting. And I feel that people also fear you slightly. People fear your energy. That is your power. This is what makes you powerful, is people fear that side of you that can come out and completely change on them, transform on them, and destroy them, like obliterate them, I'm hearing, just by your energy. Like, your aura is very intense and powerful, and you need to know how to use this wisely. And I think you are very capable of knowing that, because you're very introspective as well. You're not someone who is just going to spew poison on people. No, I don't see that within you. If I would have seen that, I would have definitely given you a scolding by myself. But no, I don't see that. I see you being extremely strategic and logical to appear a way to be able to calculate what's going on and then be able to present, what it is that is suitable for that particular situation. See, I'm also, with my words, I'm appearing very logical, very put together. So some of you could be extremely intellectual, or you could read up a lot about these things, about psychology, about body language, or things like that. Like, you're very, very perceptive, because you will not be used again, you will not be abused again, you will not be taken for granted ever again in your life. You have sworn to it. You have sworn it to yourself. I feel like you've taken a vow to yourself. Like, yes. Wow. Pile 3. I am shocked at this reading. I'm not gonna lie. I'm shocked at your reading. Okay. Some of you could have a very dark taste in music as well. Like, maybe you listen to some very different kind of music. Maybe you're into jazz, or you're into maybe witchy things as well, or you read about the occult or about the paranormal as well. Like, you could be into Ghostbusters, or you like to watch a lot of horror movies. You like to see how other people react around you, because now to make you react is definitely something that people cannot do anymore. It's like you have taken the power away from people to be able to make you react to something based on what they want you to react to. This is crazy. Oh my goodness, pile 3. Oh my goodness, pile 3. Who are you guys? And I know some of you will not comment down, and even if you do, you won't maybe share your pile, because yeah, you guys are very introspective. You're very quiet, very subtle. You don't want to be, so much out there. It's all about you, though, in your mind. And it is your power. It is something that helps you transform yourself. It is something that also helps you progress in life. Okay, even if you have to be patient, even if you have to learn to kind of hold back and observe and take your time to learn a person, to understand, it's all right. But if that person is going to try to get one up on you, that is something that you will not allow. Like, I don't see you allowing it or something like that, right? But now the challenge for your power, my loves, yes, so that's where we were coming to. The challenge for this kind of a power and this kind of a superpower that you hold is to be able to kind of let your curiosity lead the way, instead of constantly having this planning in your mind about how things are supposed to play out, or having a particular goal towards a relationship or towards a situation to see how that is going to play out. It's to have that curiosity to sometimes, let things naturally flow in your life. Okay, it's hard for you to do that. It's hard for you to not pre-plan, not hard for you to not observe anymore. And I understand it's come from a painful situation in the past where you almost were on the verge of giving up, I'm hearing. Okay, this could have also happened due to someone passing away in your life, someone who you held very dear to you, and or it could have been a tragic situation in your life. Anything, it could be anything that triggered this kind of fight or flight response in you, right? And it kind of made you muster the courage to be able to see how you can progress and benefit from situations. But yeah, how far can you pretend to be empathic is what I'm hearing. Because the moment you start pretending to be empathic is the moment you attract people who are doing the same to you. So that would be a problem in itself. You will start attracting people who are also pretending, who are not being authentic. So that is something you need to kind of study a little bit about yourself. You are an introspective person, so I'm giving you something more to kind of introspect about, right? Think of it like that. Like, see to it that, when you are presenting yourself, that you're not presenting yourself in a way that only benefits you in the long run. Okay, try to be more authentic without giving everything away, right? Like, knowing how to draw that line and slowly give yourself that chance. Be curious, right? Be curious to let parts of your authentic self out slowly and steadily, and give them in doses with the progress. Like Seven of Pentacles is slowly. Be patient with yourself. Don't have to do it at one go, right? Because you won't anyway. I know that. Even if I tell you 10 times, you won't, because you I mean, yeah, weird. I don't have words. Pile 3, you're very powerful. Okay, even I don't have words for you. So pile 3, let's see. By the way, the zodiac signs I'm seeing for you guys are Sagittarius, very strong. Okay, you could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, you could be Taurus, Scorpio again, very strong Scorpio, by the way. You could be Capricorn, you could be Libra, and you could be Virgo. All right, wow. So Spirit, what is the advice for pile 3 pertaining to the spread? What is the advice for pile 3? What is the advice for pile 3 pertaining to the spread? What is the advice for pile 3? So this is a self-curated oracle deck that I made. Okay, let's see. So pile 3, the advice is trust in what you are. Wow. My goodness, your power, pile 3. It got me shooketh. Okay, trust in what you are, pile 3. Okay, trust in what will be. There are no goodbyes for I will always be as you will always be. Okay, so yeah, there's some goodbye that happened in your life that triggered this in your being. okay, that triggered that fight or flight energy, or that response of freezing your emotions, or getting frozen in time. And Spirit is saying that learn to trust again. That's going to be key to be able to enhance your power. It's not going to take away from your power. It's going to enhance. It's going to make you curious about building your power again in a different way, in a more authentic way. I'm hearing authentic power, the birth of authentic power. Some of you need to watch that reading. It's there on my Ripple Effect playlist. All right, I'll link it down below for you guys. But yeah, trust in who you are, what will be, and what you are. Okay, because some of you have completely kind of disconnected parts of yourself, disconnected from your heart, brought this logical phase on with false empathy activation, and boom, like I'm seeing a lot of like technology in your aura, like you're very compartmentalized in how you operate. And that's because again you have been scattered, is what I'm hearing, due to that trauma that happened. So Spirit is asking you to trust in yourself first, and trust that no matter what happens, you are there for yourself. Okay, the moment you start believing in that, the moment you start walking in the faith of that, and knowing that you have the power to transform whenever you need to, but doesn't mean other people have to be kind of given a false narrative about where you are heading, because that could be an issue in the future where maybe you will realize certain things, and then it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, because it's like you were thinking that this person has something hidden, but because you thought that, you manifested someone who already has that. Okay, so that will constantly repeat in your life, so be careful about that. But apart from that, I mean, you are beautiful, my loves. Okay, you're beautiful. You've gone through a lot, and you've been through a lot, and I commend you for the kind of energy you have had and the way you have had to transform yourself and master yourself. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If you would like a personal reading, check out the description box below. I'm always available for you guys. Also, if you would like to donate to this channel, because it will come back to you times 10, you can be extra generous and donate to my PayPal, or you can also gift me tarot decks and oracle decks. I'm also working on my exclusive readings on Patreon, so if you're looking forward to that, let me know in the comments down below, as I'm already working on it. Alright, so there will be some very exclusive pick a card readings not available on YouTube over there, and you can pay a small minimum fee in order to get those readings. Alright, so thank you so much, Pile 3, for letting me read for you. Please like, share and subscribe, and do comment please, because that helps this video circulate, my loves. Alright, peace.